everybody is like, what the fuck he just said? That's all you got, alright. Alright, I'm just gonna start with it, you know, the obvious, for certain I'm brown, you cannot miss that right here, right now, when you got only two black guys and I'm the only brown guy. So I want to start with something like, because me being brown, I often get confused to be either Egyptian, Iraqi, or a terrorist. Like, right now, you know, I got my beard growing up right now, like, but when I have a full-grown beard, like, you see me walking in front of your street, and you'll be like, they're the terrorists, let's go 911, something is going down. This guy has a bomb in it, you know, do something. But, like, so often that one night, twice, in the same night, I got asked by two different people if I was Iraqi. Like, you will not believe this, alright. The first time, I was a mulligans, and everybody knows what mulligans is, if you're from Wilsonville, whatever. So I'm there with my boys, you know, I'm getting my shit on, I'm dancing and everything, and I'm there with my boys, and all of a sudden I see this girl, like, I'm creeping her for the longest time ever. Like, I'm just there slugging her for the creeper, like, I'm like, fucking shit, yo, I see this girl right here, man.
Why?
Like, yo, I'm gonna talk to her, man, or something, you
Must be the
know?
video.
And he's like, yo, just go for it. So I go there, you know, I introduce myself to her, you know, she tells me her name, which I don't remember right now. And all of a sudden, she's like, can I ask you a question? And I'm like, yeah, why not? You know, getting to know each other and everything. And she's like, are you Iraqi? And I'm like, what? No, why would you say something like that? You know, I know I got the beard, I got the color and everything, but no. And she's like, oh no, what happens is that, you know, my boyfriend, he's Iraqi, and I thought you were a friend of his, you know, trying to keep an eye on me. And I'm like, I was just looking at you because you're fucking hot. Like, no, I'm not here to keep an eye on you or nothing. So the same night, you know, I was trying to go, you know, get the munchies settled down and everything. So I go to Crown Fried Chicken. Everybody know what Crown Fried Chicken is, man? Everybody knows Crown Fried Chicken. Come on, fuck. Everybody loves chicken. So, and don't fucking make fun of my accent because I'm saying chicken, alright? Whatever. So I go there, you know, I'm looking at the menu, I'm standing there, and the guy is like, and I'm like, what? No, man, I'm sorry. No. I'm Puerto Rican, you know, I got the fucking skin, I got the beard and everything, but I only speak hola, mucho gusto, and hi, nice to meet you. You know, I'm Puerto Rican. And by the way, because I'm saying I'm Puerto Rican, and it says New York down there, it means that I'm not a Puerto Rican from New York, that, you know, my papa's Puerto Rican, and then my mother is Dominican. No, it means that I was grown and raised in Puerto Rico, and I'm here, and it says hi because I'm high right now. Thank you very much. Because of my accent and everything. So when I was a kid back home, like, I used to hear my mom and everybody talking about meatloaf. And it's something that I fucking love, you know, and everything. But like, when I was back home, when I was a kid, like, I knew English, but I knew the basics of it, so I didn't know that much. So I hear all these people talking about meatloaf, and I'm like, where did the fuck came meat and love together? When did that happen? How did it come carne de amor, which means meatloaf? Like, I couldn't understand. I was like, what is this all about? Like, what, do you eat this plate and like all of a sudden you fall in love? Like, what is it about that meatloaf? What is it? Who came up with this shit? And all of a sudden, when I came to realize that it was like, it's not meatloaf, it's meatloaf. Holy shit, once again, I got lost in translation. Have you ever got so mad at somebody that you just want to punch him in the face? Or regardless, you just want to push somebody in the face?
Gabby, that's you all the time.
Fuck you. Like, you know what? I figure it out. You know, and some people, you're going to hate me because of this, but you know, I figured it out. You want to punch somebody in the face, no repercussions. Afterwards, all you gotta do is find yourself a real nice, cute baby and punch him in the face. I know it's mean, it's cute, it's harsh, but you know what? If your best friend is going away for a couple of weeks or something, and he's like, yo, you need somebody to take care of your baby? I'll take care of your baby. You know what matters? Because all you gotta do is get that rage out of you. You just gotta punch that baby in the face. And you know what? Don't feel bad about yourself, because all you gotta do is, you know, give it a bottle of milk, and he'll be better afterwards. You know, he'll be crying. Milk, it's done. You got on yourself or your rage. The baby stopped crying. It's all done. Alright, Alright, you know, and like, I'm not trying to be mean or nothing. You know, like, I will have a kid, you know. But if I ever have a kid, I will not have a biological kid. You know why?
Oh.
You know, I'll have an adopted kid. Because I'll think it's more special when you have an adopted kid. You know, you kind of tend to love him more because he's not actually yours. But I was thinking about it, and like, it's actually easier to get rid of them when they start being a problem. Like, for example, you come to your house from work, and you come to your house, and your 10-year-old is like, baby, with a Justin Bieber shirt, and you're like, what the fuck? Alright, I'm gonna get rid of this kid, it's not mine. Or for example, like, your baby comes to you, and he's like, Daddy, I don't want to eat meat anymore, I want vegetables. What? You don't want your kid to be a vegan. Listen, man, eat meat. You should eat meat, alright? You should eat burgers and steak and all that shit. You're not coming to me saying that you're a vegan. No, it's not acceptable. Let's get rid of this kid. Alright, something else that I want to talk about, and excuse me for having my nose, but this is my first time ever being in front of people. Tattoos in my body, and like all of them, you know, they mean something. But like, I get a lot of questions about in two of them particular, and like one of them, I got gracias in my wrist. Does anybody know what gracias means? Thank you. So, thank you. So everybody asks me like, what do you have a tattoo to say gracias in your wrist? And I'm like, you know, I'm a very grateful person. I give thanks to everybody who does something for me. You know, like you should always be grateful in life. A round of applause for that if you think you should be grateful in life. You know, everybody gets a chance to be here right now. So, I'm a very grateful person, so I decided to get a tattoo gracias on my hand. And actually, the guy who did it, it was his first tattoo ever doing on me. And I got the first one because like he didn't know who else to tattoo. And I was like, you know what? I'll donate my buddy. You can do a tattoo on me. I don't care. So it was actually the second tattoo that he did and everything. So I didn't know that I was going to get an actual second response about this tattoo. And it is that when I'm intimate with a girl and everything, then I'm like, I'm like in the foreplay and everything, and I'm fingering her. All I hear is, gracias, gracias, gracias. And that's it pretty much. So, alright, the other thing I want to talk about is the last thing. Alright, I'm 27 years old. Yeah, 27. Like, I'm a grown-ass kid still. But, alright, one of the first things that I decided to do by myself when I was growing up, and I really remember, is that I told my mom that I didn't want to wear any more tidy whities. Does anybody wear tidy whities in here? Raise your hands. The briefs, boxers, not brick boxers, but just the briefs, the white ones. You know, like when I don't know how young I was, but I remembered that I didn't want to wear those things anymore. Because like I could not, stand the pressure of having your dick and your balls pressed against each other there the whole time. Like, I'm a very liberal person. So I like to walk freely and I like to be free. So I could not have that shit going on down there. Like, nah, it doesn't go with me. I need some air and I need to breathe. You know what I'm saying? So what I didn't know about this, that I'm 27 years old, right? So I think I started doing this thing maybe when I was around like 8 or 9 years old. So, there is this thing in Earth called gravity. So if you throw something, it falls down to the floor. And everything that hangs goes down. So I didn't realize this when like one time I'm going to take a shit and all of a sudden I go down and my fucking balls, my nutsack, touch the toilet water. Listen to me. This shit has been going on for a long time now, you know what? Like I cannot stand every time I go to take a shit, my balls get dipped on toilet water. So I just been dipping my balls in toilet water ever since I go to take a shit anywhere around the world. Thank you very much.